Hey there, everyone. I know I've been missing in action. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But when I don't do a video, it's because I'm busy with classes, I'm busy with teaching, I'm busy with orders. So I really try to come on here as much as I possibly can. And usually when I miss like a week or so, I'll come on here and I will upload probably about 5 or 6 videos for one day to try to, how can I say this? To try to make up to you guys for where I missed. But anyway, what I want to say is that, it's really hard to, let me move over here. It's really hard to change our ways of how we were raised. It's really hard to change our thought process on food and how we even think about food. The things that we put in our bodies, the things that we put on our bodies. It's really hard to change that. And most of us, we already, you know how when you say when you know better, you do better? But in reality, I was thinking most of us, we do. We already know. We already know. But it's more of a mind. It's more of a mind thing. It's more of a, because I know that everyone knows better. So I'm kind of shining away from that. When you know better, you do better. Because most of us, we do. Like I said, we know. We know what pork does to us. We know what a lot of meat does to us. We know what a lot of alcoholic beverages do. We know what bad company does to the brain. We know what sugar does. We know all of this. But sometimes it's called insanity when you do know better, but you choose not to go down that road. And a lot of times, some of us have to be on our deathbed from all of the things that we knew that we shouldn't have done and shouldn't have ate and shouldn't have used on our bodies, get us deathly sick. And then sometimes I have seen it where people are actually on their deathbeds knowing that you're blind from diabetes. Your diabetes has caused your pancreas to go haywire. You have maybe cirrhosis of the liver from alcoholic beverages or things like that. And I have actually seen people with cirrhosis of the liver ask for a glass of wine, okay, when they're really, really sick. I have saw people that's a diabetic in my family. You know that you're a diabetic. You know that you're a diabetic. You know that that bowl of Cheerios with all that white sugar that you're putting on top of it, with that white cow's milk, you know that that's going to send your blood sugar up sky high. So then you go and you take a pharmaceutical of insulin to try to correct all of that. But you knew that you shouldn't have had that. I have seen people with a bad heart, and they are constantly dashing that salt on their food. And then when they get through eating, they go and take their heart medication. But they knew that they were not supposed to have the salt. But it's called insanity. And when you're insane and you're not thinking correctly because of the bad food, because you're only thinking this way and doing these things because of what you're eating, because we are exactly what we eat. Okay, you are exactly what you eat. So just think of it this way: when you're eating a plate full of fruits and veggies and seeds and greens and leafy vegetables and beans and things like that, those are foods that's alive, and those type of foods digest within an hour. Okay, and that's what we want. You don't want anything that's going to take days, months, or years to digest. So think of it like this: think of it like this. You want foods that's going to go inside the body and give you the nutritional value that your cells and your body needs. You When we eat foods that's already dead, then we become what we eat. Okay, because what type of dead anything is going to bring life into your body? Y'all understand what I'm saying? What type of dead anything is going to bring life into your body? How can it bring life into your body when it was slaughtered, killed in a very horrific way? How can it bring any nutritional value to your body? That's just me. That's just for me. That's how I think of myself. And I've been on both ends before. When I was a meat eater, or just eating like a lot of processed foods, because to me processed foods are dead foods. So when I was eating a lot of dead processed foods and dead protein, my body gave me just that. Okay, my body started acting though that I was headed to my grave, if that makes sense. But now, since I'm vegan and I don't consume those type of foods, this is just for me, okay? What I've been feeling in my body is that when I eat, and since I've been eating since 1994, a lot of green leafy vegetables, a lot of fruits, a lot of, whole grains and things like that, a lot of water, no pop, no sugar, no juice, none of that junk. My body acts like what I eat. I'm able to work out 6 days a week. I take one day off though. I work out 6 days a week. I'm not morbidly obese. I'm not obese at all. I am 5'7", and right now I am 180 pounds. But I'm getting that down. But by me being taller, I look thinner. But my goal is 160, and that's going to make me look probably sort of too thin. So I'm just going to see. But like I said, we just have to not how can I say this? I got a lot to say and everything is just going crazy in my head, but we have to really be ready and be willing to relearn. I'll put it that way. We have to be ready to relearn, and we have to, be ready now to do things differently, because also what I have learned about my veganism is that I do sometimes get a little sniffle or a little cold, like I had COVID. But when you're eating correctly and when you're doing things correctly, that does not mean that you're not going to get sick. But what that means is that your body, once you get sick, your body will let you know if you were doing the right things. If you were doing the right things, because me and my entire family, we had COVID here. But it was really nothing. It was really nothing due to the things that we were taking on a daily basis. We don't do a lot of meats. We don't do any meats. We don't do a lot of refined sugar. Move back. Go. We don't do a lot of refined sugar. We don't do the cold cuts. We don't do the pops and the juices and things like that. So That right there helps you when you become sick. So if we were doing all those things, let's just say eating 5 or 6 pieces of pork bacon for breakfast with like grits and biscuits and butter and jelly and syrup. And then for our snack, we had like maybe a ham sandwich or any type of meat and some canned soup. I'm just going down the lines of, I'm thinking of family members, of what my family eats. And then let's just say we have a big piece of chocolate cake. And this is something that people in my family do every day. Like, this is their lifestyle. And I'm just giving you examples. And then let's just say for dinner, or for, let's just say for lunch, for dinner. For dinner, we may have steak, rice, and gravy. So we've had about, 3 meats so far. And then a snack before bed. Let's just say we have a ham sandwich with some potato chips. Or we'll go get some junk food from the restaurant and we'll eat big fat tacos from, a restaurant with a bunch of cheese on it, a bunch of, beef tacos. And then you eat like this on a daily basis, and then all of a sudden you get sick. More than likely, your body is just going to give you what you've been giving it. Okay? Your body can't fight against anything because you have beaten it up so much. What is it? How can it fight when it's not, it wasn't even ready for the fight. Your body wasn't prepared for the fight. You didn't prepare your body for the fight. Okay? So when me and my family got COVID, we had already prepared ourselves for the fight, because over the years, that's what we've been doing. We take herbs on a daily basis. We take sea moss on a daily basis. We do black seed. We do just about every herb that I have in my office. We are doing that on a daily basis. And then some weeks we switch off. So we haven't did black seed in 2 weeks. We've been on sea moss for the last maybe couple of months. So now we're going to switch off. We're going to probably do black seed and sea moss for a week, and then we're just going to do straight black seed. Then next week we'll do alfalfa root. The next week we'll cleanse our liver. The next week we'll do a pancreas cleanse. We'll do a blood cleanse. So it may sound like a lot of work, but when it's your lifestyle, it's not a lot of work. It's not a lot of work at all. A lot of people ask, how do you eat? How do you eat? How do you survive? We survive because we don't just eat. When we eat for nutrition. We eat for nutrients. We eat for nutrients. Now, let me just say this. Even though I'm vegan, there are a lot of vegetables I just don't like. I can't stand to eat them. But I eat them because I want to live a great quality of life. Let me show you what I do in my home. When I was a kid, my parents had a lot of candy bowls around, right? I mean, candy bowls everywhere, just candy bowls. I mean, it was candy bowls everywhere on my mom's living room table, dining room table, everywhere. So let me show you my candy bowls. See this? This, that, this, these here. Can you guys see this? These are blueberries. Let me show you my candy bowls. Candy bowls. So this is my candy bowls for my family. I make our supplements right here every week. This says sun, mom, and these are for dad. We have morning with the M, and this is my son for his morning. So when he wake up today, he'll do his morning. Today is Monday. I've done my morning. And then we have the evening. So later on this evening, we'll do our evening. And you know, this is what we do. Also here for our water, we have, oops, right here. See that? We have our lemons and our limes. So my son knows that when he gets his water, get him a fresh lemon or a lime and squeeze on there. And that, you know, that's really all we can do is just do our best. These blueberries, I have these blueberries on the counter so that we usually just go and get a handful and put them in our mouth, and we eat them like that on a daily basis. That's it. We just eat blueberries. That's it. I don't believe in candy bowls. I don't believe in anything like that laying around the house. I don't believe in giving grandbabies candy, junk food. But I do believe in tricking them into making them think that they have candy. The way that you can do that is any type of fruit you want. If it's strawberries, let's just say if it's strawberries, okay? So you can get you some strawberries and you can dehydrate them. Get your dehydrator. And you want to dehydrate your strawberries and maybe blueberries and apricots and peaches. Dehydrate them to where they're like soft, almost a gummy feeling. And then you want to take them out and you want to roll them over in coconut sugar. And you can let your grandbabies, even yourself, eat as many of them as you want. So it's just a matter of what to do and how to do things so we can keep our family safe. But yeah, this video, I think I'm going to name it We Already Know What to Do. But not to do it is called insanity. Okay? And I will come back later on today with another video. I have a few orders to do. And that was my dog when I was telling to move because he was all under here, under the table here. But I will come back later with another video. And shh, quiet. This video was not, this video wasn't planned. Like most of my videos I have planned that I know like what I'm going to talk about and what I'm going to say. And I may have some literature or paperwork or I'll piggyback off of a class or anything like that. But I was just sitting here thinking about how some of my Facebook people on social media, even on Instagram, people will text me and call me with this long list of things that's wrong with them. And, oh, my back, my ankles are swollen. My heart is not doing right. My tongue is black with hair on it. Yes, I've had that call. My eyeballs are popping out of my head. I have a rash on my back. I've been aching for 15 years. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And some of the stories are very horrific. And then I'll see that same person on social media with the beer or alcoholic beverage. And I'm thinking to myself, you know better, but this is straight insanity. Bottom line, straight insanity. So that's what made me do this video, because it is straight insanity. And I get a lot of people that tell me all the time, well, I'm sometimes they'll finish the sentence before me. I'll say, well, you need to. And they'll say, yeah, I'm going to stop with all the sugar and the salt and the butters. And I'm going to stop with the drinking every weekend. So they already know. So that's what I'm saying. Everyone already knows what to do. But they choose not to because of insanity. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you later with another video. And don't forget, turn your notifications button on. Okay? Talk to you later. Peace and blessings.